Have you ever had a Bigfoot sighting? If you have and you don't want to let anybody know that it was you that saw him, or you're afraid to tell your story because you're afraid of you being made fun of, I'd be glad to tell your story for you. All you have to do is email me your story at bigfootadventures411@gmail.com. Let me know what you want me to say, what you don't want me to say, and I can put your story out there so other people can hear about it without you being identified. This story comes out of the Red River, New Mexico area. It happened back in 2009. Now, I stayed near this area, and you'll see some of the pictures of the dinosaur tracks that we were able to see while we were there, which I thought was really cool. And some of these pictures are very near this area where this happened. This couple was out there camping. They didn't want their location known, but they were camping in their travel trailer. They said they got up early in the morning to hitch up the travel trailer and start home to Oklahoma. They had been out there about 6 days. My wife had gotten up first, and then I got up and went into the bathroom. My wife opened the door and said that someone was standing outside the entry door to the bedroom of the trailer. So I went back to the room and saw a large shadow in the window. The window is a privacy glass, so they couldn't see inside. I could see a chest, a head, and about half of the arm. I reached into the nightstand and grabbed my weapon, thinking that it was somebody, a human. I then started toward the back of the trailer to the main entry door. While I was doing this, my wife was taking photos. She took 3 photos, which does show the shadow of whatever it was very well. When I was at the other end of the trailer, I opened the door and turned on the outside light at the same time. There was nothing there. I did hear what sounded like someone walking very clearly and quickly in the distance. I went around the trailer but couldn't see anyone. It was at this time that I realized that the window on the door is too high for someone to have been standing there. I took pictures to show how high it is. We waited until daylight to go back outside. I looked around the front and side of the trailer and noticed what appeared to be large tracks in the gravel. I took pictures of these. My friend, who is a photographer, took a copy of the pictures showing the shadow in the window and enlarged them while trying to keep the clarity. And it is possible to make out some of the features. His exact words to me were, "It kind of looks like Harry from Harry and the Hendersons." I don't know what it was, but it was very strange, and the photos are quite interesting. Now, if you want to see these photos, you can go on the BFRO website. The report number is 26460, and you probably should go look because the one photo does look like a Bigfoot standing there, and it gives you more of an idea of the camper and how big it was and everything, the true pictures. I could not get permission to use them, so I couldn't show them here. But you can go on their website and put in Bigfoot Report 26450, 26460 on the BFRO website, and it'll pull this report up and you can see the pictures at the very bottom. They said the environment was the Red River was about 20 feet from the trailer. It's really just a creek across the river. It is heavily wooded. It is a very steep hill mountain. This would be to the south. Now, the follow-up investigator, this is what he had to say. He said, "I've spoken with the submitter of this report." We're going to go by the name of the letter of H as his name. "Numerous times in an effort to cover as many details as possible regarding this incident." His wife, which is going to be the letter J. J got up around 4:15 a.m. This is the wife, and went to the bathroom to get ready. After J had left the bathroom and returned to the bedroom, H took his turn in the bathroom. They estimated that he was in there probably 3 minutes. Through these several minutes, she watched the figure at the window in a state of shock and disbelief. She then walked to the bathroom to tell H someone was looking into their bedroom window. H came out of the bathroom and into the bedroom, where he also witnessed the figure. Thinking this was a person, he quietly removed his pistol from the nightstand, proceeding to the other end of the trailer in hopes that he could exit from that end while spontaneously turning on the outside light, catching the culprit in the act. While making his way to the other door, he attempted to be as quiet as possible, as well as to not cause any movement in the trailer. During his progression through the trailer, as he reached that back door and flipped on the light, he fully expected to see their visitor at this point, but there was no one in sight. He did, however, hear bipedal footprints exiting down the gravel road to the east with a brisk pace. After checking around the trailer, H realized that it couldn't have been a person standing there due to the height of the window, and he decided to take some pictures for reference. He then went back inside to wait for daybreak. After sunrise, H and J went back outside to look for any signs of the intruder might have left. They found a couple of impressions in the gravel which resembled large human footprints, estimated to be between 14 and 16 inches long. Though these were also photographed, they are not included here due to the difficulty in making them out. H and J were the only two people in their trailer. They had spent 6 nights out there and never noticed anything unusual. When H opened that back door, he did not see anyone outside, but he did hear the dogs barking in the adjacent trailer. Their trailer was in the last west space on the row. The figure appeared on the west side of their bedroom, so it wouldn't have been between two trailers. There was a backlight that came from a building behind them that was about 250 feet away to the northwest of their location. They had left the bedroom TV on all night, as they normally do. For reference, I asked them to turn on the television and see if the flashing of the screen could be seen from the outside through the privacy glass. He confirmed that it could, but that you could not actually see into the trailer from the outside. The creature did not make any noises while at the window. The step below the bedroom door was retracted and no movement was felt in the trailer, which would indicate the visitor was standing on the ground, not on the step. There was also nothing else nearby to stand on. The measuring height from ground to the top of the window, where this figure was photographed, is 8 feet. Glass pane is 16 inches wide by 24 inches high. The tract observed closest to the trailer was approximately 3 feet away. Jay's reasons for photographing the figure were that she believed it was possibly somebody that meant them harm, also that it was so strange to see someone standing at the window. Photos were taken with a JVC GZ-MS100 camcorder in digital photo mode. H and J did not speak of the encounter with anyone else in the campground prior to their departure. There were numerous other people in RVs occupying the campground. Due to the dark nature of the original photos, we created this GIF to enhance the viewability of one of the images. Now, these images that are on this website, you need to definitely go take a look at this time, because you can definitely see something standing there. It's really weird, but this BFRO investigator said, I personally visited this location to get a better understanding of the general area and surroundings. There is an abundance cover to the south, with heavily treed mountain rising up directly behind the stream. It is definitely plausible, particularly in cover of darkness, that something could easily approach and exit the area undetected. The location of this report is within the 1,507 or 1,507 acres of the Carson National Forest. Elevations range from approximately 7,000 feet to 13,161 feet at Wheeler Peak, New Mexico's highest point. Thick spruce, fir, aspen, ponderosa pine, and juniper forests, as well as rugged terrain, dominated the surrounding landscape. Wildlife and water sources are plentiful. So this was a pretty interesting story. Um, that area, I can tell you, when we went camping there, it was so dark at night, you couldn't see anything. Um, and these pictures you're going to be seeing throughout this video are from when I was there. But I hope you're enjoying my stories, and I appreciate you watching. And until next time, I'll see you then.